Have you ever wondered if you're unknowingly sabotaging your own potential, or worse, surrounding yourself with people who are dragging you down without even realizing it? In this video, we're diving into 6 unmistakable signs of a foolish person according to the wisdom of Stoicism. By the end, you might feel a bit uncomfortable, but you'll also gain powerful insight to reshape your life. Let's begin. The Stoics, Phil Oprah's whole-lived over 200 years ago, were obsessed with one thing: living a life of virtue, reason, and wisdom. To them, wisdom wasn't just about knowing facts or soundings. It was about mastering yourself and the world around you. But stupidity, on the other hand, was the greatest enemy. It wasn't about being uneducated, it was about a mindset, behaviors, and attitudes that lead to ruin. The great Stoic philosopher Epicurus once said, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." Let's talk about the first sign of a foolish person: when they refuse to listen or learn. A foolish person is like a locked door. They hear words, but they don't listen. They dismiss new ideas because they're too proud to admit they don't know everything. Think of this: Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful emperors in history, wrote in his journal, "If anyone can show me my error, I will gladly change my ways, for the truth is my only concern." Imagine the most powerful man on earth ready to admit his mistakes. Now compare that to someone who stubbornly clings to ignorance just to protect their fragile ego. Frustrating, isn't it? 2. They are easily offended. Have you noticed how some people react to criticism with outrage or hostility? It's a glaring sign of foolishness. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, believed that anger is a weakness. He said a man's greatness lies in his ability to endure insults without resentment. Fools, on the other hand, take everything personally. They don't understand that criticism can be a gift, a tool for growth. Instead, they lash out, destroying relationships and opportunities in the process. And if you've ever dealt with someone like this, you know just how exhausting it can be. 3. They chase pleasure above all else. The third sign: they're slaves to their impulses. Fools prioritize temporary pleasures over long-term fulfillment. Seneca warned about this, saying, "The fool's life is empty of gratitude and full of fears. Its course leads wholly toward the future." Whether it's overeating, overspending, or chasing toxic relationships, they're constantly lie-seeking. The next high: they don't realize that true happiness comes from self-discipline and aligning your actions with your values. Watching the self-destructive cycle can evoke a mix of pity and frustration. 4. They blame others for their problems. Fools are masters of excuses. If something goes wrong, it's never their fault. Epicurus pointed out this behavior, saying a man is not disturbed by things but by the view he takes of them. Wise people take responsibility. They know that while they can't control everything, they can control how they respond. But fools, they'd rather point fingers. This mindset keeps them stuck in a cycle of failure and resentment, and if you're around them long enough, it can pull you down. 5. They talk more than they think. Here's a classic. 1. Foolish people love the sound of their own voice. They'll talk endlessly, interrupting others and throwing out opinions without any real thought. The Stoics believed in the power of silence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Better to trip with the feet than the tongue. Words have weight. A wise person speaks with purpose, but a fool, they're like a leaky faucet, constant noise, no substance." 6. They fear change. The final sign of foolishness is resisting change. They cling to the familiar even when it's clearly harmful. The Stoics taught that life is in constant motion. Epicurus compared life to a game. You can't control the pieces you're given, but you can control how you play them. Fools, however, are paralyzed by fear. They'd rather stay stuck than face the discomfort of growth. Watching someone sabotage their own potential in this way is both infuriating and heartbreaking. So let's recap. Foolish people refuse to learn, are easily offended, chase pleasure over purpose, Others talk more than they think and fear change. Recognizing thirsty signs in others and in yourself isn't about judgment. It's about awareness because, as the Stoics believed, the path to wisdom begins with knowing your own flaws. Remember Marcus Aurelius's words, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. If this video gave you something to think about, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who could use a little Stoic wisdom, and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, stay Stoic.